Al's Workshop from Bangkok, and today's little project is going to be to make the platform legs out of brass, 6mm brass. So let's go to the drawing and have a quick look. I'm going to make them slightly different just for the ease of fitting them together. So let's have a quick look at the drawing and see what we're going to do today. Hi, so these are the legs we're going to do today. 6mm. There's 4 of them in each corner. This is the plan. So they're 86mm long, 6mm. But instead of using threaded bar to go through the centre, I'm just going to tap them 10mm, in length, M3, same as the threaded bar, and I'm going to use screws to fit them together rather than feeding the bar through. So let's go to the lathe and carry out making them. So the first operation is to face the 6mm bar to give it a clean surface. So we're just we're only on the mini lathe, so we have to just take small cuts, usually of about 0.2. And there I've got a needle file, and I've just taken the corners off the sharp edges. And then next I'm going to center drill the bar. There was a little mistake. We had a broken center drill there, so we've had to turn it round. Just a little mistake. So there we're going to center drill the 6mm bar, and then next we're going to drill for the M3 tap. So I'm just going to use a 2.5mm drill and drill into the bar 10mm. Like I say, there was a change of plan where we're not going to use it. It's difficult to get tube, so I've used a 6mm bar and I'm drilling and tapping the ends. So now we're using a spiral tap and we're just feeding it in just a short way to get the tap square in the awl. And then I'm going to do it by hand because 3mm is very small and delicate, and I can get a good feel for the tap as it progresses into the piece and cuts the thread. So we're just going to take the tap to the bottom, the 10mm hole, and now we are bringing the tap back very carefully. So we're just going to remove the tap, and as you can see, I just use my fingers there to guide the tap out. So now we have the first drilled and tapped hole and the first face machined. So I will do that to 4 more pieces, and now we're on to the other side. So we're going to skim the face, take a measurement, and we're just going to use the vernier caliper gauge to measure the length of the bar. And the bar should be 86mm. So we've got four components that have to be fairly accurate within 0.02 or 1. So I'm touching on again, and I'm just going to take 0.2 of a cut and just keep skimming across that face to bring it to length. So it's cutting quite well is the brass, but the mini lathes, you really only have to take small cuts. You can't go, it's not like using the big Colchesters or something, you can plough into it. So there we've just taken the length down, and now we're going to center drill this end, and we're going to again drill this end with the 2.5 drill, so that both ends will have a 3mm threaded ends, so that we can use a set screw or something to clamp it all together. So now we're just going to place a bit of WD-40 on the piece to give it some lubrication, and then again just going to use the tap wrench and do it by hand, so we can feel the thread as we're cutting it, as it is just an M3 thread. It's very small. We're just taking that down, putting it down to 10mm depth. And can you see there, just to support, I'd use my thumb and my finger as a guide, resting on the 3-jaw chuck to give that stability as we removed it from the workpiece. And we're just measuring there, and it looks like I have to take some more off. I'd not quite going to get it get an exact length. There are 4 pieces that need to be quite accurate in length, so I'm just going to take some final cuts to take it to length. Once that's completed, I will carry the same method out with all the four pieces. Make sure they're all within a close tolerance of the length. Just got my needle file there to take the burr off, and we're just going to measure the length now, make sure it's in close tolerance. So that's 86mm. Oh, there we go, 86.01, so that's within my tolerance. Both ends drilled and tapped, ready to be screwed together. So these are the finished items. I've drilled and tapped them 3mm, 10mm deep, each end, and I machined them to length. And I've just put them together temporary to give me an idea that all the dimensions are working out okay. So I'm quite happy with that. So that's another job done on this project. So Hope you're enjoying this process. Hope everybody's well, and I'll see you next time on the cylinder block project. Okay, bye.